to fact check, yeah.
Also, I'm Simangaliso, it wasn't very hard. Right?
No, it's not even about it. It's not even about
If there was a way we could probably code an app that sends prayer direct and gets the same response because God is a server. So just get the port number and then
if you're going to take up a challenge, take it up. Just take up your challenge.
But aren't you afraid now?
No,
as soon as
take it up.
Yeah. Do you announce it?
That pressure might build you. That's what I'm saying. That pressure might build you. The pressure of bazothini, whatever. In as much as it's just a portfolio site, guys. Just a portfolio site. I'm just gonna scroll through.
Yeah.
Of course, it's in dark mode by default because
Sup everyone, and welcome to another episode of Import Podcast is PC. Today I have someone that needs no introduction. But I call him Mr. Fail Fast. We'll touch on that in a minute. I got Mr. Simangaliso Innocent Phakwe. I'm excited to be here, bro. That's why I'm looking at you. I'm excited. I remember in boot camp, I had a lot of struggles, especially running code. One thing you told me is, my guy, if you are trying out code, test it, run it now, fail fast so that you can fix your errors.
Yeah, absolutely. I think one of the things I've noticed with not just in general about code, even about life, the more afraid you are to fail, the more it can delay you from actually finding out what you have to fix at the end of the day. So if you don't run your code, it's still going to have the very same output. So if you run it 2 minutes later or 10 hours later, it's still going to have the very same output. But imagine if you ran it now, so you can deal with the output as soon as possible.
But so while you are still coding in your back of your mind, I'm sure you have this thing where I know this is going to be an error, but I'm fixing it before I run it. I'm fixing it right now so that I don't encounter errors. But which you try a different direction.
So essentially what I can say for that is sometimes you will have the experience to say, I know this is going to cause this bug, and let me just go ahead and try to write more code for it. Sometimes you will feel very uncertain and just say, let me just test this portion of that. It's like part of testing. Most of the time you are told to test the individual components by themselves, and that allows you to actually pin down to exactly one thing. But now with the excitement that you're talking about and saying that sometimes you would be writing code and then you feel like there's going to be a bug there, but this is in a different component maybe some of the times. So you just have to make sure you write code for one specific part and you are able to thoroughly test that.
Okay. And then another thing where I think I didn't do justice with introducing you.
Okay.
Reason being, I was going through your LinkedIn. My brother, your LinkedIn is heavy. You with the certificates, that's just secured.
It's not.
Around 30 certificates. Not even 30. No, if not mistaken.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It's quite a few certificates. Most of them, we got them, I think, during our cloud elective, and then the rest was just out of curiosity and trying to learn. There's a lot of half-finished courses as well along the side. So, but it's quite a lot.
But before we dive into that, who is Simangaliso? I know you pivot from sales.
Yes.
Yeah, my aspiration come from retail, my brother.
Yes, not exactly that kind of retail, but it was a very different experience. I also loved it. I would like to. So I was, it's a very funny thing. I always tell people I tell it in the way that it's most shocking. I was selling pots. Yes, I was selling pots, going school by school, trying to find orders and all those things. It was an okay paying job for a normal South African, but I wanted more out of myself. So
Okay, so what is a normal pay? What is okay job? Give us the figures. You're no longer there.
It's obviously on commission, so according to your performance, it depends. Yeah. So I would lie and say, this is paying this much, and someone goes there and then they find out that I have to work for this or anything like that. But it was quite the experience. I think my little blueprint that I already have of speaking came a lot from the confidence that I built up in sales. And so I'm still grateful for that.
It shaped our previous jobs shaped us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everything you do shapes you. Yeah. Everything you do shapes you. I cannot emphasize my brother. I cannot emphasize everything you do shapes you.
Even failing fast, it does shape you. So fail fast, please, people.
Absolutely.
But still, you didn't tell me who's Simangaliso is.
Okay.
Why within code?
Why within code? Okay, Simangaliso is I'm from the townships, bruv. Same as most within coders would be from. Yeah, so the funny thing about me, I'm going to start it a bit way back. The funny thing about me is I don't think I owned a device for very long in my life. I think my first device was...
Yes.
Like I only owned something which is like a PC or a computer, I think at the age of 11. I think this was 2013 or anything like that. Right. So at home, they bought a computer. Because they wanted to have movies, right? And then when they bought the computer, because it was like a, sketchy auction deal. Not that it was stolen, it was like someone's old PC.
Mind you, it wasn't stolen, it was someone's second hand.
It was definitely, because we bought it from someone, right? Yeah. So the PC came, but it didn't have a mouse. And then everyone said, we are not going to touch that. We need the pointer. And then because it was just very close to my room, I started playing around with it. This was Windows 7 XP, by the way. Moving around Windows 7 XP using Alt-Tab, shortcuts and everything like that. It was just what eventually started throwing me into tech. It seemed like a very small thing then, but... I think I was talking to my mentees about this recently, was the confidence you build from people around you, having trust in you to deal with something, allows you to become a better version of yourself.
At 11.
Huh?
At 11.
Yeah, we kind of started a few things from there, but mostly what I could do from that was make sure we can get games.
Yeah, Mami 32,
so we can play. Huh?
Mami 32.
Oh. Yes, we did have that, but I don't know. I'm just, I can, get, the thing there, but I'm just not a big gamer.
Okay.
To a point that when the controls are too confusing, I just let it go. Yeah. Yeah, so from there, I think, I was trusted with computer-based things from there on in my life. And then my brother, I remember he told me that I have to go and do IT, right? And that's why I actually started with my education stuff. I started doing IT at BUT. I don't know if any of you know this, but I went on and did that. Couldn't complete due to funding. And then I found myself into sales. But before that, there was me trying to, sell phone at Ekasi.
Your own business, that is.
Yes, my own business.
I do my research.
Yeah. So it was a lot of experiences. Trying to start a business was an experience. Trying to sell pots was an experience. It was, I still miss the guys I used to work with, by the way. I still miss them. We still do talk when we do get the chance. And then on one random Friday, actually, I think it was one random Saturday, a friend of mine, which I went to high school with, came by. And then what eventually happened from there is he was just talking. He was always telling me about Within Code, about boot camp, and, I have to go to this thing. And once I go, everything is going to be okay. He was telling me that. He was telling me about himself. He was telling me about what he wants to do, right? Yeah. And then I was like, okay, no problem. And then while we were sitting there, I remember I just followed Within Code on Facebook just to, be connected with their surroundings and stuff. And 2 weeks from then, literally 2 weeks from then, they opened applications. I was like, okay, what's this? Okay.
Yeah.
And then there was those pre-courses that you take and you get prepared for the aptitude test. And then took the aptitude test. I remember I didn't sleep until the applications actually opened because they are planned to open by 12 then, but they opened around 11 a.m. So from 12 to 11 a.m. I was wide awake trying to make sure I at least
by the first.
Did you sorry for cutting you. Did you, when doing the aptitude test, did you start with the pre-test, or did you go straight on the aptitude test?
Obviously I had to take the pre-test just to make sure I have the match, I think one of the things that gets people with exams and tests is whether or not they think they can take it, the confidence they take into the test can be a problem. If you're just unconfident and you have the answers, they might not come to you. But if you're confident enough, you will be able to hold on and get through the test. So I took the pre-test knowing that it's going to give me confidence if I know that I performed well there. And then if it happens that I don't perform well there, I know what I have to go and cover. And then thus I built confidence into the actual.
So where's the friend right now?
My friend is, I'm not really sure. I think he's studying something on client. I won't lie to you. I don't know. It's such a black thing where you find that people sometimes don't really tell you what they're currently doing. And even if you ask questions, they won't really tell you. And what I normally prefer to do is to just not,
preach that.
I think it's safe like that. I think it's because now you're not disappointing anyone in case that thing you're working on doesn't work out.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Disappoint them. Give it your best.
I know you speak things into existence. Man.
I'm just going to say, in general, if you're going to take up a challenge, take it up. Just take up your challenge.
But aren't you afraid now?
No,
as soon as
take it up.
Yeah. Do you announce it?
That pressure might build you. That's what I'm saying. That pressure might build you. The pressure of bazothini, whatever. In as much as that normally would come from bad things, sometimes it might actually put people in better positions. So, but if someone chooses not or to disclose, parts of their personal life, I don't have a problem with it.
Is it that pressure that we're talking about? Is it one of the reasons why you were able to secure 14 certificates in 1 month? AWS. 14 certificates, boy. I'm still battling with my first one.
No, I won't lie to you. It's the environment that Within Code caters for you, number one. But also it was not very hard certificates.
Right.
Yes. I don't want people to fact check here.
Also, I'm Simangaliso. It wasn't very hard. You're right.
No, it's not even about it. It's not even about that.
They're not really that complicated. Most of the things that you have to do and finally get pulled in is you just have to give it your best shot, give it a chance. But also, I won't lie to you, it wasn't the hardest of certificates, except for that backend folder thing that I did. Yeah, that was, but other than that, it was okay certificates.
Would you recommend students to get certificates while they're still in Within Code, or maybe close to when they finish their studies?
Okay, so I'm gonna go back a bit to an event I attended last year. I think it was in March, if I'm sure, the 10 or something, right? Microsoft Power Platform. So during the first meeting, they were talking about the certifications. I mean, there's one guy there, I think I forgot his name. But what he said essentially was certifications show that you are certified to do the job. it's not just you telling us with your mouth that no, I know Cloud, or no, I know Java, or no, I know.
But I have GitHub repos to back it up, no?
Yeah, you can also use that. But, most of the time people look at certifications as like a professional way to represent that you are certified to do something. And that's most of what it's for. We can argue that there's someone out there with just a cloud practitioner certificate who is much, much more, fluent in AWS related stuff, right? But they just took the cloud practitioner certificate. But there's someone who's doing solutions or anything above that, but you would find that maybe they're not as prominent as that other guy.
Mm-hmm.
So I think one of the things I can say is love what you do, love learning. Because for me, there's always been about, what can I learn from this? It's never really about getting a certificate or anything like that. Even though you see a lot of them, it's never really about getting a certificate.
So it's your curiosity that got you those certificates.
Yeah. It's about being curious, endlessly curious. Yeah.
How was your guys' cohort? I'll start with our cohorts. With our cohorts, yes, we have people who can code, who still gets hackathons and whatnot, but you guys had people like Kyle, your Tatleho Pahan. Yeah. I'm
actually,
sure
Kyle and Tatleho are from a cohort before us.
Okay.
Yes. My cohort was also great. I don't know what to say. Like, there's so many guys out there. I was just very good. You get inspirations just from walking around, in as much as you guys might think of me as someone who's very prominent in coding and all those other things. I used to ask.
We don't think. Yeah.
No, to be honest, yeah. But I used to ask for help a lot, right? And that's how I got to find out that there's just so many other people who are devoted to this more than I am. And what I did with that was just continue motivating myself to, keep on applying, no pressure or anything like that. But there was so much talent. I won't lie to you, there was so much talent. Especially the female talent was just, was really amazing. I've worked
females in the tech space these days.
I know, because even in your cohort, your cohort is quite amazing. I won't lie to you.
Yeah.
You have Kim.
I have Kim.
Yes, which was your second guest today. Correct, right?
The second, yes. Treasure Kim applies. You think about sleeping, eh?
Yeah.
Kim, there was a time where it was 12. It was 11 p.m. Went through my phone. I was tired. Crashed out. But I was sleeping. I went through my phone. I saw Kim online. Kim is there updating. Yeah. Just pushing, deploying this. Now I'm thinking to myself, what am I doing with my life?
Yeah, fair.
Yeah,
fair.
What do I have to say about that? There's just people who are just devoted.
Yeah.
I won't lie to you. There are just people who are just devoted. Even I get, very concerned into a lot of people sometimes, especially on weekends or something. I just end up having so much fun trying to solve something, or so much fun in the ideation phase, because most of the time we are in the ideation phase of writing something or anything like that. And even the fact that I've learned a lot about planning since I started working, I know that, writing code is like half the job. You have to understand exactly how you're going to implement everything, but it doesn't have to be 100%. You can still make mistakes, even if you feel very confident about your planning.
So, but back to that. I think there are some people who are very funnily devoted. I think one of the guys who actually also shocked me, I think Eric from CGSM.
Yeah.
Eric also very much shocks me. That guy shocks me so much.
Eric, you are next.
Yes.
Eric.
Yeah, you are next. I'm inviting you.
Yeah. Well, Eric and I think we had a conversation. It's very busy, but you are next.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's very busy.
Yes.
And he does that intentionally.
Yeah.
These are future CEOs. I won't lie to.
That's another thing. So what did you have to sacrifice? Like, what did you have to, I'm sure you had a life before within code, in a sense.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, but you had to sacrifice something to the...
Yes, I had to sacrifice a few things. I had to sacrifice, my weekends were still just staying indoors and staying tucked in. I remember like I didn't go out for so long. Like every weekend I knew it's Saturday morning, it's rest. Right?
And you like soccer.
I do like soccer.
Yeah.
I'm just a Tottenham fan currently, so like you get the point.
Yeah.
So I'm not really excited about football.
Yeah, I'm not laughing.
Not exactly excited.
Yeah, okay.
But I love soccer. One of the things I will tell you, this will shock you. I also used to coach back in VUT.
Yeah.
Yes, I used to coach US teams, 2 different residences. The first one was in Ntshwenya. The second one was in Bedworth Park. So I used to be a coach. I lost all my games though.
But you were born leader. Let's keep it this time.
I didn't lose all the games.
Sugar-coated, my brother. Yeah, carry on.
Yeah, it was a tough job, to be honest, because the challenges where you're working with
your peers. It's residence mates. You see them every day. They see you cooking. Then they're like, coach, I have to play tomorrow. It's like those things. There were so many challenges, but I think I've also learned so much from it. I found out, I think after some time, after VUT, that I really liked more analyzing the game than preparing for it. I was also kind of okay with preparations, but I kind of liked more analyzing and finding out. It's like analyzing previous chess games. For Nets, like they will analyze a game from a chess champion to another chess champion. It feels like that for me. So
Okay, and then there's this thing, bro. Aren't you afraid AI will replace your job? Hey, don't you think about that every day? Don't you? What's so special about Simangaliso that he won't be replaced by AI?
Leveraging AI might be the first thing I can say. The fact that I know how to use it and I try to make sure that I'm always up to date with whatever is happening in AI. I have, friends from within code, the guys I'm still very close with. They send me videos about, hey, did you see Claude did this? And I'm like, I saw it already. And I just look at the link and I'm just like, okay, I can see from the thumbnail that I've already watched this video. I watched it maybe in the morning or something like that.
You guys are late. You can tell them. You're always late on updating me. You can tell them.
But but it's we try to keep each other updated, especially with mostly it's Linux stuff. I won't lie to you. We love Linux. We think coders love Linux. And for me, I think what sold me most into that was just the idea of Linux and how it came about, the idea of Git, most importantly, and how it came about. And I might be moving away from that level of thought, but that's what dragged me into it.
Okay. Then you've heard it, guys. Just be ahead of AI to be with AI.
Yes.
Yeah. And then it's quite a lot that we need to cover. And time always, with this podcast, time is always a factor. But today we are extending it. I mean, we have a special guest. Unless you only get him once in a blue moon.
Stop playing.
That's a fact. I know they're being modest all the time. They do this on Simangaliso, right? Your job, right? Because there's this thing that people have this tendency of thinking once you graduated within code, you might not be able to get a job. The certification of within code is not recognized.
Okay.
Locally and international, of which is wrong.
It's very, I'm laughing. I'm laughing.
I don't know where they get that from.
Absolutely not. Within Coders have went out there and showed everyone how capable we are already. I don't think we have to stay in that conversation of being called incapable people. I won't lie to you. I don't think so many capable people. You know, Kyle, for example, that guy is capable.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So where are we now? Right now? I mean, working after graduation.
Okay, so yeah, of course, started an internship. It's been quite amazing. I've learned so many things.
Please tell them that you have an amazing view. Sorry for cutting you. Please tell them you have an amazing view so they can be inspired.
No. It's quite okay.
It's refreshing.
Yeah, it is refreshing. I won't lie. But, you know, I think as humans we have the flaw where we don't really get to enjoy much of the surroundings, and we, you know. But I would say it's okay. Yeah.
So as you were saying, internship.
So yeah, I've started an internship. I've been working very well. Multiple projects, by the way. And it's been quite nice. I've seen how it feels to like have critical, systems under my, under my control or anything like that. And I'm still learning, to be honest. I'm still learning. I'm still taking notes. And because, we work, I think you saw the office now. It's not like a very big office. It's like very few people. I also like that we have this family relationship with each other. Even I think this morning I came to my desk and there was a robot there. So it's like a very funny thing. When someone crashes out, they just, press on the back and then it's like, it's a very nice area. I have to say, like, I really like the fact that I now walk to work or anything like that, compared to I used to take like a 2-hour bus to within in the morning and in the afternoon.
I love my sleep.
Yeah, you love your sleep, but I used to wake up at 3:45. That was my alarm every morning. So that's why you get that extended level of sleep every Saturday morning. Nobody would disturb me at home. They know at least it's gonna wake up after 10, not before that, because I'm just trying to recover from the alarm sounds and everything like that. But it was quite fun. I won't lie to you. It made me get to campus quite early. That means that before the noise or anything like that, before everyone comes and before much of that, I get to get some 1 hour data to log in. And not that after that I go and disturb people, I still have time to continue working. But I used to be a very hands-on person. I used to like to go around and help people if they need it. This is something they're not going to say, he's lying. There's no way they're going to say that. I used to go around, help people and all of that.
And by helping others, you learn as well.
Absolutely. It is the reward. It is the actual reward. I won't lie to you. Yeah.
And at your current position right now, I can tell by your complexion you are hip. Not
really. I don't think anything has changed.
I told you it's modest.
Honestly, I don't think anything has changed.
Still the same person, still eager to help out.
Still very hungry.
Yes. It's in our nature. I don't think we're gonna quit anytime soon. I don't think unless I see a yacht in my name. It's in my name and my family can go and take vacations anytime. Then I'll think about relaxing. And then you went into during electives, you had to choose cloud. There are a lot of things you could have chose. Cloud though. Cloud, and I'm still sticking on AI replacing.
Okay, we're gonna get back to the part of AI, so I can emphasize. Right? I don't have a problem with AI. Right? It's going to do something, and it's coming either way, right? The reason I chose cloud, number one, I feel like it was mostly more challenging compared to the other electives. I've done a bit of data science. I've done a bit of normal backend development. I've done a bit of DevOps with the ProDev course, and I think there was also QA. I think I'm a traditional developer, so I'm not, it's a very nice thing to do. I really like when QA is done correctly. I won't lie to you. But it's just, when you want to develop something, you actually want to focus on that most of the time. So, yeah, if that's all the electives, if I remember all of them, so I had to choose from that. And one thing I had never really touched was AWS and Cloud.
Okay.
So I decided to challenge myself with no knowledge whatsoever. And then, I went into Cloud.
You like pressure, shit? You like pressure?
Yeah, that's the one time I actually felt like,
Is it that hard?
It's not that hard. I won't lie to you.
And then what is how can you succeed in it? Is it time
Assistance.
Assistance.
One of the things that I saw showing up constantly when I was doing Cloud was persistence. Was because those things are long. The AWS Educate stuff feel long. But as long as you're persistent and you stay at your chair and then you continue, log in, continue, you should be fine. But also it's giving yourself enough time. That's one thing I will say. If you really love Cloud, you should start now. If you really love any other thing, you should start now. Just give yourself a chance. Give yourself the best opportunity you can. That's what I can say.
And which resources would you recommend for someone who's interested into?
I would say for especially AWS, the actual resources are perfect. You go to AWS Educate, you go to AWS, is it Skills? Okay, there's this other one where there's like a bunch of videos. I also watched a few there. You go to those things, the content is perfect. If you're preparing for the Cloud Practitioner exam, there's a pre-exam guide. That guide is perfect for you to pass the exam. I won't lie to you. It's exactly what you're looking for. So mostly just try to stick to the official documentation. If you can go to YouTube. We have Free Code Camp. I think you know a guy. There's this guy from Free Code Camp who does the AWS stuff. The other things I have not really done is GCP or your Microsoft Azure. So I wouldn't really guide anyone on that. Yeah. Okay. Seek, expect help.
You expect.
For those, just seek. People who actually work with that.
Okay, but it's not a problem, man. This episode is really insightful, same as the one we had with Mendisi.
Yeah, my friend, by the way.
Yeah,
very good friend of mine.
Yeah,
I will tell stories.
Yeah. Do tell, please.
Okay, so I don't know if Taro knows this, right?
Yeah.
I call him Taro because his name is Taro Pafatwa.
Yeah.
I think you remember that.
Yeah.
He's one of the people who really brought me very close to Christ in my time at Within Code. And you don't just get that from anyone, right? I remember, I don't know if he even remembers this conversation. I even remember the aisle where we had the conversation because there's like so many lines, right? We were just talking about it, and then he was just telling me about how I can, pray, right? And then he told me that if you're trying to be a skillful prayer, it stops you from getting your message across. And then he was just like, if you keep on finding yourself having a hard time praying, just talk to God. Take out the idea of I'm praying and just talk to God. Talk to Him, tell Him about your problems, tell Him about your aspirations, where you want to go. Tell Him, also you have to read the Bible to get some information on that, to say, okay, I've read this, contains this, all those other things. But he's one of the guys who brought me closer to God. And I will say also just in his general vibe, he's a very cool guy. I think we can all agree to that. He's a very cool guy and very, very great friend of mine. We still talk and we are actually working on something together. He is a chill person. And he's a chill person and he also knows how to dress.
Clean, boy.
Yeah.
Clean. That's the thing about techies. Watch the space, people.
I just find something.
Right.
I just find
that's cutting school, yes.
boy. I won't lie to you. I just find something.
But I think I need to have a chat more with Mendizi. I'm a child of God. So
great.
While you're talking about it, it resonates with me because we'll touch on it. This for now. Let's focus on Simanga feeds.
Well, we have to focus on God and also
all the time, every day.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. If there was a way we could probably code an app that sends prayer direct and then gets the same response because God is a server. So just get the put number.
I would prefer the traditional way.
Nah.
We have a lot to learn still. So I'm opening myself up to that. True. But, this is one of the years where I'm no longer traveling so much and all those other things. I get, to have, I think one of my previous posts, because I got off WhatsApp for some time and then I posted after some time, I told people that recently it's just been the dumbbell and God, right? Because I've been starting gym and just, continuing reading my Bible and all those other things. So I would prefer that we learn the traditional way, we keep it very traditional so that it doesn't dilute. I'm afraid of dilution. That's what I just summarized. What I just said is I'm afraid of dilution. So
we'll keep it the old-fashioned way, the way God wants us to. And then before we leave, my brother, can you please demo this website? Because people think maybe this is a page. This is a website, though.
I think. No, but I would say a few people have already seen it, but
firstly, you can go to the domain name is simangaliso.co.za. You heard me correctly, simangaliso.co.za.
Yes. It's just a portfolio site, guys. Just a portfolio site. I'm just gonna scroll through.
Yeah.
Of course, it's in dark mode by default because I have to not explain anything, and then that's just a part of it. I think visiting it would be much, much more informational than what I'm about to show you guys. And then we have sliders of services there in case anyone wants any services from me. And then we have, the languages that I use. I don't really like people focusing on languages so much. And that's why I put that code there. I'm just going to read it. Ultimately, a technology stack is just a toolkit. It doesn't define the developer. My true value lies in relentless problem solving, adaptability, and the persistence to see complex challenges to the end. It's never really about the tech stack. It's never really about Python is faster or anything is faster. I think one of the definitions I've seen about Python recently was that when people define tech stacks, you are done. It's because it's straightforward. You don't have to, stress about so many other things. And then after that, it's just the project section. Most of the things I use to demo my work, especially when I was doing an interview here.
I like this one. I'm from a sound background.
Yes.
This one, cancelling noise.
Yes.
On headphone that uses an aux.
Yes.
Genius, bro.
Yeah, it does sound genius, but you have to remember something. I tried. Yes. I tried. Yeah. This is me refusing to believe that we cannot achieve noise cancelling on wired headphones, essentially. So that's why I tried to do this whole thing. It doesn't really work that well.
But it works.
Kind of gets there. The problem is I got tired of syntax in Rust.
Yeah,
Rust is like very, it's tough.
And
then this is one other thing I'm currently working on, which is really amazing, I have to say. I love this. One Vision OS, it's actually targeted for organizations like Within Code. It allows all the devices inside of the building to be managed from one device. This is through updates. This is through, it's not done. It's still in the ideation phase, to be honest. That's why it has an AI generated logo there. I do say when my work is AI generated.
Respect. So, I respect that. Yeah.
So
it's not like your normal. What is that African desk? Something, the one that you can access your PC on your phone.
No, it's not. It's not aiming at that. No. It's not aiming at that. No. It's aiming at managing a large scale of computers.
The same time.
One, yes. No, it's just like essentially you are streaming commands from one PC into everything else. That's the idea. I still have to find out.
That's a rich idea.
I still have to find out. And then the last one is just an exam preparation platform that I use to prepare for my AWS exam. It works.
It works.
That's what you can say. It works. That's my activity graph. As you can see there, that's when I was doing cloud. This is November to December. That's when I was doing cloud. And because you don't have to push anything together. You could. And I think it's much better if you do practical projects when you're doing cloud. That's the best way you're going to learn it. Mm-hmm. But that's during cloud.
And then from here until Jan, you secured 14 certificates.
Yes.
Around here from October, November. Yeah. So people might look at this and think maybe you were not working, but that's when you secured the number of certificates that you.
Yeah, honestly, like I feel like for me, and the only reason I'm adding this now is because it looks good because of work.
Yeah.
I don't like to get but essentially the only reason I've added this, the one reason I don't like these kinds of metrics is it's like that old how many lines of code you have written metric. So back then, I even remember during VUT, there would be a scale for your group projects that actually look at how much every person has contributed in terms of the weight of the code. But it's not really, it's not really direct to it, right? People could be doing anything. People could be business analysts. People could be data scientists and they have to run their things on some cloud machines or anything like that. So this is not really a representation of whether someone is working hard, but this can be a flex for someone who actually likes writing code. In a sense, someone like me, right? But if you're doing something else, for example, like cloud, that gap there was created by cloud. The gap before that was created by DevOps, right? If you're doing some things like that, this does not really work out for you, but you still have to make sure you put out some projects that show that you didn't just gain the skills, you also found a way to apply them, right? Which is very important.
Because now I'm thinking for someone who's starting out in tech, some people might be demotivated by seeing their GitHub white, like entirely white, which is not the case.
It's not the case. You're still learning. If you take mine backwards, it's gonna look the same. But you just don't get demotivated.
Mine is pale, but I'm working. I'm working on that.
It's fine. You will see it. It's like the curiosity just gets to you so quickly, and you just you just forget that you once had a white. I don't think mine is even great now because I've seen great stuff. And then this is my experience section. I have to say I'm really grateful to be working where I'm working currently. It's an amazing place. Started this year, February, when we were supposed to record the first podcast. Very delayed guest.
So just know when I invite you, chances are you might be getting a job or you might get a job. Come to this podcast, like, subscribe.
And then that's Monthos Group where I'm currently working, and then it shows you where I was a salesperson. And then it shows you where I was a founder, chef, and operator. And then that's like one of my achievements from last year with the MTN API hackathon. It was a really nice time. I won't lie. It was a really nice time. And then this is education.
I like that written code is number one.
It's number one.
It's number one.
It's number one. You can't put it anywhere else. So as you can see, it's within code there, and then there's a few certifications on the side, which includes ALX and World Quant University. I don't know if you've heard of it. They do a lot of quant stuff. So quant mostly means for finance, but you will find that they also have data science related stuff and AI engineering stuff. And that's why I did most of my AI stuff. So I did AI model engineering with them. And then this is the unfinished VUT1. Someone said I should remove it from my site. No, I don't have a problem with it. And then this is,
it's an achievement.
That's the last section of the thing. I should just browse. Oh yeah, it's that. That's most of what I can say.
Beautiful.
To this thing.
That's beautiful. So guys, I don't know what else do you need, but if you're not inspired by Simangaliso's journey, my boy and girl, I'm telling you, you are relaxed. You are relaxed. This is get into We Think Code while you still have the chance, because it will change your life. It will take you from a place where you didn't think you can accomplish, or a place where you didn't think you can pass through. We Think Code is actually a good institution. If you don't believe me, give them a try. I mean, I've been giving you guys guests that are coming from We Think Code. So if you're not inspired right now, I don't know what else to you want.